It's Friday, September the 28th. According to the calendar, it's now officially fall. Fall Friday evenings in Texas. What a perfect time for football and barbecue.
In Texas, we love our football and we love our barbecue. They may not have been invented here, but we damn well think we do both better than anybody else.
Tonight I'm in Elgin, Texas, just east of Austin. I'm here to see the Elgin Wildcats in action against the Leander Glenn Grizzlies. Glenn High School is the newest high school in the Leander School District. They opened their doors in the fall of 2016. Rob Schoenfeld had been an assistant coach with Cedar Park when he moved over to Glenn as their head coach in that first season, 2016. They come into this game with a 1-2 record. The Wildcats also have a 1-2 record. Jens Anderson is in his second year as their head coach. It's currently about 81 degrees and overcast. We had a front come through the Austin area earlier this week that dropped the temperature. The forecast says maybe a 10 or 20% chance of rain, so maybe we can get through this one this week without any of the wet stuff falling on us. Wildcats and Grizzlies, it should be a good one. The bands are warming up and the fans are getting their popcorn to get ready for tonight's game. Let me take a minute to show you the barbecue I had earlier as I got ready for this game.
Elgin is one of those little towns in Texas with multiple well-known barbecue joints in it. In this case, Myers and Southside. Each has made a name for itself by the sausage they make and sell at their restaurants and in supermarkets all across the state. For this trip, I decided to go to Southside. Southside Market and Barbecue is located at 1212 Highway 290. They can trace their history all the way back to 1882. Like many barbecue joints in Central Texas, it started off as a meat market and only got into cooking meats and making sausage in order to reduce spoilage. Their first brick and mortar location opened in 1886. Southside has changed hands and location several times over the last 100 years. In 1991, owner Ernest Bracewell bought the old Security National Bank building and moved the restaurant to its current address. I ordered my usual half pound of moist brisket and some pork ribs. I grabbed myself a glass of iced tea and some pickles and onions. They had 3 different sauces to choose from. I got a ladle of their original and their bold sauces and passed on the hot sauce. Lots of people in Texas love to eat saltine crackers with their barbecue. I am not one of them, so I skipped right past the cracker bin and found a table. The barbecue was fantastic. The brisket was super tender, no knife required here. Great outer bark, full of deep smoky flavor. The ribs were big and meaty. They'd been given a peppery rub and had a nice outer crunch to them. The meat was sweet and tender, easily biting from the bone. The bold sauce was a little darker in color than the original, but I really couldn't taste that much difference between them. Besides, neither one was really needed. Southside has a huge parking lot and 2 large indoor dining rooms. Seeing the numerous pallets of oak wood waiting for the pits, I can easily imagine the restaurant being packed with people on a Saturday night. Really good barbecue served by nice people can do that. This barbecue is outstanding and rates 2 hook'ems. Elgin had a nice drive working on their first possession when Peter McFarland's fumble was recovered by Glenn. The Grizzlies responded with their own drive, capped off by an 8-yard run by Julian Morris. Drew McGuire connected with Jarvis Henderson for a big gain. Later, McGuire found Corin Thompson in the back of the end zone for another score to put the Grizzlies in the lead 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. The teams went back and forth in the second quarter. Max Galvez slipped behind the Glenn defense and caught a 33-yard pass from Jacob Harkins for a Wildcat touchdown. McGuire threw to Henderson over the middle, and he outran the Wildcat defenders for a 62-yard score. Harkins threw long to Trey Isom. That set up a 15-yard scoring run by Harkins. Morris ripped off a 64-yard run to the Wildcats' 1. A 1-yard dive gave Glenn a 28-14 lead. Bad snap on a punt resulted in a safety against the Grizzlies to make it 28-16. Harkins' arm was hit as he tried to pass, and the Grizzlies recovered. McGuire threw a dart to Sam Martin for a 28-yard touchdown. Glenn went to the locker room ahead, 34-16. In the third quarter, Tyrone McFarland slipped a tackle on a short out route and sped past the defense for a Wildcat touchdown. The Grizzlies responded with 2 long, time-consuming drives. Each was finished off by a 1-yard plunge by Lamont Slade. The second drive went 96 yards, all on the ground, and ate 6 minutes and 48 seconds off the clock. Behind 48-23 in the fourth quarter, the Wildcats drove into the Grizzlies' red zone. Harkins' pass was intercepted at the goal line by Cody Bagwell and returned to midfield. Glenn scored on another 1-yard dive to push the score to 55-23. Each team rang up meaningless touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Glenn won in a rout, 62-29.
Your feedback is real important to me. If you like this video, please hit the like button on YouTube. You can hit the share button to share this video with friends and family. Maybe you've got a favorite team I should go see, or a favorite barbecue joint I should try out. Write something in the comments and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. Suggestions are always welcome.
If you like what you saw, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click on my logo when it pops up and go from there. You can view previous episodes of Texas Passions by clicking on the links displayed. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.